tribes killed others. I alone escaped. Borneo. For most of you, Borneo doesn't exist. An imaginary name on a map like Tibet or Tierra del Fuego. The ends of the earth. But I know the island exists. You see, I was there, near the end of the Second World War. My war. My youth. I was a botanist before. I've been a botanist ever since. That's why they chose me, I suppose. Special operations trained me. I was to help lead the tribes against the Japanese. But I didn't lead them really. No. That was someone else. I knew him. He was the last king of Borneo. It's all right to tell his tale now. The wind has swept away the stench of the corpses. And all that we remember is the flair of our youth.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm upside down.
Yes, sir.
Use your knife.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that, sir.
Marut? Ban? Kelabit?
Comanche. He's a Comanche, sir. He speaks English.
Aye, Comanche.
Southeast, sir.
Towards the center and up. Into the middle of Borneo. I'll take the first watch.
Yes, sir. Well, good night, sir.
Good night, Tinker. What the hell's going on, Tinker? He's a white man, my God. He's as white as we are. My name is Fairborn. I'm a British serving officer. Now, why have you done this? Oh, God. As I said before, I'm a British serving officer. My name is Captain Nigel Fairborn. This is Sergeant Lionel Tenga, my radio man. I'm with Z Force, Special Operations. Japanese are losing the war, as well as the Germans. Our side is winning, am I right, Tenga?
Right, sir.
Thank you. General MacArthur is back in the Philippines. The Australians will be landing shortly to recapture, liberate this country. I have the task of organizing resistance amongst the tribes.
We need your help, sir.
The wind has veered to the west again. The British will be back.
first arrived at this house, they wanted to sell my head to the Japanese. But I didn't know about it. I had to learn their language like a child. They know a little English. It's sacred, religious. I had to explain that you were in the spirit country. My people are the sons of the first man living by the law of the ancients. Tambarantu munsi misti niti juradat. Samor kitai munsi abibas. All we men are free. I have a special relationship with the spirits. I died once. I had to give up everything, even the will to live. It started in April of '42, just before the fall of Corregidor, when MacArthur skipped out. Some of us figured it was time to go, too. I remember the waves, giant waves. Men drowned. Japs killed others. I alone escaped. I left the coastal plains and I wandered inland. And then I came to where the real jungle begins. I was suffocated by the trees. I longed for the sky, but I was free. Free to do what? He had been hunting, and he caught nothing. Only me. It was Kwai who brought me here. Of course, it was this dragon tattooed on my chest that probably saved me. I got in Manila one night when I was drunk. Lion the Magnificent was all for selling my head to the Japs. He had a bunch of hotheads with him, and they were all steamed up. They were running these people down. It was the women who stopped him. They were fascinated by my eyes. They said my eyes were like the sea. The sea means salt, and here, salt is life. name was Yu, Guai's sister. It was said from when she was a child, she was born to rule.
Bua.
Boy, boy, boy.
Bua.
Smacky. Smacky.
Tua.
Moonshine. Moonshine.
Moonshine.
Turak. I lived with the forest like an animal. For the first time in my life, I was truly free. The men here dream of gods and strike noble attitudes. They want to rival the heroes of the past, the time of Raja Brook and the days of high adventure. For them, it is a man that counts, not life. Inti Laya, Ujang Barani, Dinga. Inti ya Barani Ganam Dinglang, Akumagan Tang Kadiri Ganai Lang, Kekai, Nitia, Jakara Tipa Tu. Inti ya Bulabalang, Akumaga Bulabalang, Inti ya Patura Narang BC, Kekai ya Numuporia Tirius Kami, Akungao Leon, Sama Makaya Si, Sama Padaira.
Nyak baru betul.
We fought for over an hour. Lion the Magnificent wounded me 7 times. I struck him in the heart. I took him to his mother. We all mourned him. He was a bad man, but they all remembered the little boy who played in this longhouse.
Meine Kinder sind Comanchen.
Sind das denn echte Comanchen?
Ja, sie erinnern mich an die Indianer, versteht ihr? Wisst ihr?
No, only not like they are in the States, like they were originally. I won't have my people selling Kachina dolls and bees by the Grand Canyon at some train. My Comanches will remain Comanches, free men. Headhunters.
Go on, then.
What was it?
You're really quite something, aren't you?
Many people from the longhouses came. They came from the Blacklands, and also from the Redlands, where the spirits had fled. 6 buffaloes were slaughtered and eaten. It lasted for 3 whole days. And then on the 3rd day, I spoke. I told you men dream of gods, but you must find the words to fire the dream. I spent a whole year learning the words. guess it was time I got married. I brought them the joy of song and the fellowship of the Round Table. I had united 22 longhouses, forged a new nation. And well, I guess I become king. And I guess I became king. Doesn't matter what you do, I'll never go back.
What is it you want? In the north, the Americans are arming the Zulu pirates. In the south, other teams like mine are organizing the Dayaks of Sarawak. There'll soon be general hostilities in Borneo. The Australians are going to land. No one has ever controlled Borneo from within. The Japanese, like everybody else, have only inhabited the rim. But when we invade, we will drive them into the center. What will your kingdom be worth then? You can no longer avoid history.
This is the forest of the spirits. It's been like this forever.
It's a real hangover morning, eh, sir?
Great mountain of the dead. Beyond is the plain of elephants. And after that is the sea. They'll have to leave us away to the sea.
With the Japanese?
No, the others, the rest of the world after the war. We need salt from the sea. What's life without a little salt, eh?
As I said, you can no longer avoid history.
Look, when I said I was a deserter, I meant it. I quit your world and your war. This is a better world I live in. They don't know about your war. I'm their king, and I don't want them to know. It's almost over anyway. You can finish it without me.
And the Japanese?
The jungle's a big place. They'll wander around till they die or somebody finds them, but it won't be me. Figure it this way. You're lucky. I could sell your heads to the Japs. Jump off.
Well, Tenka?
Yes, well, sir. You do have to see it his way, sir. I mean, he really doesn't need World War II, sir.
Yes, but World War II needs him. He just doesn't bloody well understand, that's all.
You know, sir, this place is not half bad if the sun would come out. Old Leroy might know what he's up to, sir.
Watch it, Sergeant. Don't let this life seduce you. Remember, you're British.
No, sir. I'm African, sir. Suku, the King's African Rifles. I'm almost a savage. You're British, sir. Let's take your hornbill. This is Summit 1. Acknowledge an end of transmission. Over and out. A reply from Hornbill, sir.
As far as your mad American, make use of him as necessary, but arrange earliest possible evacuation. Yes, we could expect that, eh, Lionel?
Yes, sir. Can't have any king save the one in London, sir. You think she understood us, sir?
Yes. Maybe not the words, but she understood.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I hope you know, sir, those are the largest boots in all of Asia. Perhaps the world, for that matter. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
You did this with your radio.
Yes, we have a radio, you know that.
Well, the chaps heard it. They know you're here.
Well, more or less. If we can hear them, they can hear us. And if we stay on a bit too long, they can triangulate. And I suppose we stayed on too long. Look, I'm sorry.
Well, it's simple, then. I kill you and break your radio.
Well, then just send another man with another radio. Listen, you can no longer avoid history. I'm sorry I've said that.
History. The world's so full of crap. Sooner or later, you're gonna step in it. You call that history?
It won't go away. You've got some feathers in your hair.
I want a deal. A treaty. An ambassador with a sash, the whole banana. Who's the boss?
Colonel Ferguson's Ed Force.
No. The kingfish, the big guy, the banana, top guy.
That'll be MacArthur.
MacArthur, you expect me to make a deal with the guy that ran out of me?
He came back.
Oh, well, I'll forgive him.
He'll be grateful.
Yes, I'll bet so.
What do you want?
Freedom, like we are.
Anything else?
Guns, so they can't take the freedom away.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Grenades, mortars, and mines, so they can't take the guns away.
Yes, I'll see what I can do.